We're only 20 pages into the Japan vs Nigeria match, and things have already gotten crazy. Shot attempts, counters, and somehow, ISAGI already understands the path to victory. What's going on, everyone? My name is Animasu, and in today's video, we'll be going over the official release of Blue Lock Chapter 313, titled Opening Warriors. If you enjoy staying up to date with Blue Lock and want to support the channel, please take a moment to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. Also, if you're interested in interacting with other fans of the community or myself, please feel free to drop a comment or say hello in my community Discord link down below. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed today's chapter, and thank you so much for tuning in. Blue Lock 313, titled Opening Warriors, begins with a flashback showing some of the Nigerian national team players as kids, all barefoot and playing ball in the sand. We see a young Onazi leaping into the air in a shooting motion after the ball. His friends cheer him on, watching in disbelief as he proceeds to slam it into the net with a bright grin on his face. It seems like Onazi has been their ace and central rock since day one, as they even go on to call him their shining hope. Cutting back to the present, we see the two commentators from the Japan U20 game, Natsuki and Atsuda, introducing themselves with excited faces. They talk about how anything could happen in this upcoming U20 World Cup, and that the hype just for the opening match is already insane. As they speak, we cut to a box diagram showing Japan's Group A with flags from other countries flashing behind it. Maybe these are Blue Lock's future opponents, who knows. They begin to talk about the tournament regulations, and unlike the real life version with 32 teams, this World Cup will feature 64 countries divided into 16 groups of 4 in a round-robin style group stage. The top 2 teams with the most points will advance to the next round from their groups, and the ones that fall behind the borderline will be eliminated. Following the group stage, half the teams, 32 in total, will remain, so including the playoff match for 3rd place, there will be 128 total matches held in the U20 World Cup hosted in Japan. It's pretty crazy to think about how long this arc will be, even if Japan only makes it to the quarter or semifinals. I honestly think we've got around 3 years of this tournament to look forward to, but drop your own predictions in the comments. Anyways, the commentators continue on by saying they'll once again be using the mikage interpretation earbuds during the match if they choose to, just like in a new egoist league. And with that, we finally get to see both teams starting formations. Unlike Blue Lock's dual striker setup, Nigeria lines up with onazi as their lead striker in a 4-3-2-1. It feels unbelievable to both the commentators and honestly even me, but the kickoff match of the U20 World Cup is officially about to begin. With some final words of encouragement, the announcers scream out to start the U20 World Cup and a brand new chapter for Blue Lock's Warriors. With that, Nigeria kicks off the ball with onazi passing off to his right, a wide smile stretched across his face. ISAGI and Rin instantly respond, sprinting straight at them with their own locked-in expressions. I really cannot tell you how excited I am to see the amount of double spreads and the quality of them in this arc, but right off the bat, they're setting a damn good precedent. With Blue Lock's dual strikers quickly approaching Nigeria's captain and defensive midfielder Kuso, he plants his left foot firmly while beginning to drag the ball to his right. Rin and ISAGI are locked in, focusing closely on his every movement, but with one slick pullback, he completely feints ISAGI and sends him to the shops. Just like that, he bypasses him clean, and Rin is left sprinting a couple feet behind in pursuit. Immediately though, before Rin can challenge him to a duel, Kuso starts pulling back his leg as an intense aura flares in his eyes. He declares that he will always find the shortest, fastest answer for any situation. Itoshirin and Reo both step in to close the space, but Kuso threads a pass right under their legs towards his right midfielder, Bello, who's already sprinting in front of an unsuspecting Bachira. With a wicked grin on his face, Bello taps the ball in front of Bachira, then hits a smooth roulette to spin around him and push off his back. Even Bachira has to compliment the move, impressed by the flair of the twirl, but before he can even turn around, Bello has already sent the ball forward again with a fast pass. At the bottom of the page though, we see Ryu stepping into position, calling the pass far too sloppy as he prepares to intercept. Onazi however catches up to the ball first and leaps into the air to trap it, telling Ryu that it may have been sloppy, but it's all good, because he's here now. Smiling bright again while descending, Onazi once again stands tall as a shining beacon for his friends and for Team Nigeria, just like we saw in the backstory. Before the ball can land though, Oliver Aiku appears right in front of Onazi with a wide grin of his own, complimenting the insane flexibility Onazi has. Taking just one look at the goal and playfully responding, Onazi says that the top right of their net is wide open. Without hesitation, he leaps into a shooting motion as both Ryu and Aiku rush to contest him. The shot unfortunately bypasses them all, but it's not Gagamaru who has to stop it, but rather Blue Lock's number 25, Nico. The little guy stepped in and took the shot right to the face just like Charles, and I already know that shit hurt like hell. Still though, looking totally unfazed and ready to farm some aura for the baddies in the crowd, Nico opens one eye and says that when it comes to exterminating vermin like him, the key is to fill every open gap. Onazi just grins wide, clearly impressed by Nico's defense and his insult. With crow feathers shown at the bottom of the page though, in comes Karasu Tabita. Gliding through the air past 2 defenders to chest trap the ball, Karasu tells the Blue Lockers to get moving as he slams the pass forward to initiate a counterattack. With everyone scrambling to react, the crowd and announcers go wild as the tables have already flipped in this fast-paced match. I also want to say, I feel like every time we see Karasu, this crow is trapping the ball with his chest. Like my guy, not even Agi was doing all that. Please get a new signature move. No matter though, the pass arrives first to Yohiori, who quickly redirects it back into the air with a defender approaching from his back. Looking ahead to see only 2 more defenders blocking his path, Hiyori whips a curved pass around them straight to Blue Lock's very own beast, Itoshirin. The announcers go crazy as Rin, with maximum finesse, slips past one defender after another, rapidly closing in on the front lines. One uniquely designed defender though, Aboabona, steps up to face him head on and declares that he's going to stop him. From his stance alone and just the way the matchup is framed, it actually looks like he might be able to hold Rin back. Just kidding, because with Rin's eyes shifting into that of a cat, he's already activated Predator Eye and fired off his shot around the defender's body. Even Oboa is left glazing at the insane amount of curve Rin put on it. Itoshirin is clearly locked in like never before from his meditation, as his text bubbles are already pitch black to reflect his deep concentration. Unfortunately for him, in comes Onazi once again, singing out that everything will be fine because he is here. Bro really thinks he's All Might or something, as we see him flying through the air to deflect Itoshirin's shot on goal. Even the goalkeeper barely had time to react, but somehow Onazi sprinted all the way up from his own shot, tracked the counter, and defended it perfectly. The announcers and crowd go absolutely nuts as both teams are already swinging hard with crazy plays and highlight moments. The opening match is already proving to be intense, but honestly, this has just been the Onazi show for Team Nigeria. And sure enough, ISAGI seems to be putting the pieces together. Staring up at the loose ball with Metavision activated, ISAGI says that he's already transcended them. Not only has it been like 60 seconds, I guess we just won't talk about what happened in the first play then. With black and white puzzle pieces rotating in the air around him, ISAGI apparently already sees a vision for their victory, which is just absurd to me. We're literally one chapter into the match and we've had 2 shot attempts, Rin's Predator Eye in action, and ISAGI somehow understanding it all already. Please just give me a break, man. With that, we'll pick back up on August 5th with Blue Lock chapter 314 titled NUCLEUS. I think it's pretty safe to say that ISAGI's realization is what the title's hinting at. Either Team Nigeria is overly reliant on Onazi due to their choppy skills, or Onazi is the one pushing himself to do everything alone because he feels like he has to. Either way, that's the weak point Blue Lock Japan has to target if they want to win. Let me know what you all think below, both about the chapter title and the new characters from Team Nigeria. Personally, I think their designs are super badass, but if Onazi is really a one-man show, it's gonna be rough watching him lose that smile when he starts to realize his ragtag group of childhood friends might not be able to fulfill their dream. I predict that Onazi and his friends possibly grew up playing for pure fun and passion, but didn't really have a facility like Blue Lock or proper coaching and development. Still though, they worked their way to the top with sheer effort and willpower, and now, ISAGI and Japan will have to crush their precious dreams. It's pretty much just like ISAGI's parents told him. He will have to crush people's dreams to get to the top, and not everyone can make it. Anyways, with that wrapping up today's chapter overview, I just want to thank you all so much for watching this far. If you want to continue to support my channel, please take a moment to check that you've subscribed to the channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss a video. Also, if you're interested in interacting with other friends of the community and myself, please feel free to drop a comment or say hello in my community Discord down below. We might or might not be hosting some cool events and giveaways in there soon, so don't miss out. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.